Okay, following straight up from last video, my problem with high caliber, we're going to go into the follow-up video, which is my problem with FMJ. FMJ's always been around, and it's been a fantastic part or attachment. And in my opinion, it's what made sniper rifles amazing, like super fucking top tier in BO2. It's worked its way to be a very core perk, but you don't need it if you don't want it. And in Black Ops 4, that's kind of the issue. With FMJ, or with the new attachment system in Black Ops 4, Treyarch has decided to add some extra things to it, allowing a second tier of that certain attachment, and they can only go on certain guns. So on the Koshka, you can put Quick Draw 1, Quick Draw 2, Laser Sight 1, Laser Sight 2, and the second variant of that attachment will provide an extra benefit. Plus, it will also increase the original benefit of the previous attachment, the previous tier of attachment. Basically, if we take a look at Laser Sight 1 and 2, I have no problem with Laser Sight 1 and 2. To be honest, it is a very nice weapon, or not very nice weapon, it is a very nice attachment, and I think the way it works is fine. It doesn't break the game. So we take a look at Laser Sight 1. We all know what our glorious Laser Sight does. It's been with us for a while. Improved hipfire accuracy. Very simple, very straightforward going in. Laser Sight 2. Maximized hipfire accuracy. So that's the increase in the previous tier. And then, and as its added benefit, no hipfire penalty while moving. Basically, if you were to move, slide, jump, crouch, lay down, or even jump, your crosshairs would widen. With Laser Sight 2, this simply takes it away completely. We take a look at Stock 1 and 2, which is one of the worst ones in my opinion. Stock, improved movement speed while aiming. Basically, you strafe with stock. That's how it works. Okay, Stock 2, simply maximize movement speed while aiming. This actually does play effect. This is how I golden my ABR. It's a very painful gun, but Stock 1, Stock 2, grip, and quick draw was the way that, or just grip, was the way that I found myself completely just annihilating enemies. But here's its bonus, as it did increase the last tier of the attachment, and now it gives its added bonus. Maintain aim when jumping, landing, or moving while prone. That second part could be improved. Just a little, it can be improved, but it's fine. I don't really use stock that much. I don't think stock's one of the more used attachments in the game. So let's take a look at some other ones. With High Caliber 1 and 2, people know about that big time. We have the Maddox, which comes with Fast Mags 1 and 2. Fast Mags 1 and 2 is a very nice added benefit in my opinion. So Fast Mags 1 and 2 reload faster, and then Fast Mags 2 reloads even faster, and its added benefit, every second magazine auto loads, which means every other magazine, so the first time you reload it won't auto load, but the second time you reload it will auto load, and it will, all that reload animation just cut, and it is about a millisecond long of a reload time. It is that fast, and that's what Treyarch did right with that, and it doesn't break the game, but it makes the character a lot better. Quick Draw 1 and 2. Quick Draw 1 and 2 is fantastic. I find this to be the best 1 and 2 variant of them all, and because it allows ARs to be like ARs, it allows subs to be even better, it allows the Koshka to be a lot more powerful in close range combat. Now, Quick Draw, improved aiming speed. We all know this when you're in hip fire form and you aim down sights. There's a speed between the two, and what Quick Draw does is it cuts that time by a very large margin, basically readying your weapon faster, and that is a good thing, especially if you come around the corner and you're a guy that crutches the aim down sights button. You do that. Quick Draw 2, maximized aiming speed. which is the increase in previous tier, and its added bonus, which is a fantastic one. This is why I think this is one of the best ones. Increased peripheral vision while looking down sights. Basically, this allows it to zoom out. Not in, doesn't increase your zoom speed, it zooms out, which means the target is smarter, or the iron sights is smaller, and in ways this could help big time with knowing your surroundings, and this does help a lot, but it's all about maximized aiming speed. So now, why'd you bring me to this, Hunter? Why'd you bring me to this video if you're not even going to talk about some of the other stuff, or the main thing we wanted to see, which was FMJ 1 and 2. I'm trying to find any other 1 and 2s that I haven't seen yet. I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them. We have extended mags 1 and 2. Basically, this one doesn't really do the same, except the added bonus is the fact that it just jumps up to about triple of what the other one was on the on a shotgun. It's very powerful because it goes from 4 to 8, and on the LMG it goes from 25 to 75, allowing you to hold 100 more ammo, 175 shots in the magazine. That's pretty freaking OP. So let's take a look at our good old shotguns for a bit. This one, the shotguns have a very weird situation where they have kind of the tier 2, but it's not the same. So on shotguns, especially on the MG, whatever this is, you have long barrel, and then you have something called barrel choke. And what barrel choke does is increase damage dealt by pellets and decrease pellet spread. It's the same thing. It doesn't increase your range, but it tightens the pellet spread. So basically, you can one-hit kill enemies at a far range. We have fast mag speed loader. Fast mags, you know what that is. And then speed loader, you have to use fast mags in order to use speed loader. Same thing with barrel choke. You have to use long barrel to use barrel choke. Fast mags, you reload faster. Speed loader, you quickly reload all rounds at once. It's very simple. The SG12, same thing goes. Extended mags to a laser sight 1, 2. But instead of not losing out on that crosshair spread, you gain increased pellet damage, which is why this gun's a beast to begin with. Is at longer ranges, this thing is just fucking awesome. So just rock extended mags 1, laser sight 1 and 2, and max load, and you will have a very OP shotgun in your hand. And you could also put on a long barrel. So, like I said, let's get back onto the topic of the FMJ 1 and 2. My problem with them. We're going to make this really quick, really simple. They nerfed the fuck out of FMJ this game. And the reason being is Black Ops 2. If you saw this one video where FaZe Blaziken was doing these, if you 1v1 me, you get to join FaZe, or if you 1v1 me and you win, you get to join FaZe and shit. You know, stupid shit. The reason why they don't do it anymore is because he got his ass whippity-whooped by this random who kept wallbanging the ever-living crap out of him with FMJ. And it was just FMJ. It's just one attachment on a ballista, of all things. Of all things, it was a ballista. The weakest bolt-action snipers shouldn't even penetrate through 5-6 layers of walls. So, over time, they kind of decreased it a little, and then we're here at Black Ops 4 with FMJ 1 and 2. Black Ops 3 FMJ was pretty powerful, to be honest. It is I don't know if there was any other CODs. I only really played the Black Ops series, but FMJ is notorious for destroy or bullet penetration through walls and objects, which allows you to go through with ARs. It allows you to go through very decently thick walls. You can go like in firing range. You can still wallbang people through those wood doors, but during the metal sheets and all that, you can wallbang people with FMJ 1. With snipers, it allows you to wallbang through metal sheets as well comfortably, and then bigger, and it also allows you to go through just a tad bit more. FMJ 2, or let's look at FMJ 1. So penetrates and destroys armor. So when people are rocking armor, as a setup. They are rocking armor. What FMJ does is it goes through that armor and it ignores it. Armor really does nothing in this game. It saves you from about a hit or two, and that's it. But if you have FMJ on, that armor is ignored, and you destroy that person. And it's good. That's about it. FMJ 1, it's completely fine. There's no point in going to FMJ 2, but there's still people who do it. So, go to FMJ 2, and I guess this is why people use it. Increase damage to vehicles and equipment. This vehicles and equipment, what they mean is you can take down TAC deploys easier. I've used FMJ2 on this thing, and it really does not do a lot. The whole purpose of FMJ is to wallbang. I don't find myself shooting at score streaks or at dogs, or even I don't even think it does anything against dogs. I find myself shooting at TAC deploys most of the time and razor wire, but I'm rocking 0, so why do I need to do that when I can throw a disruptor? And even then, just destroy it. A TAC deploy beacon has no health, little to no health, and razor wire can be countered many ways. The barrier, I don't understand why you need to shoot a barrier when you can bait the guy in it or you can hack it. So I guess in my opinion it's 0 who took the value away of FMJ2, but FMJ2 still does increase damage to vehicles and equipment. Then again, I don't find myself shooting at equipment a lot. When I do, I usually have my whole team shooting at it. Seekers die in about 3 shots of an AR without FMJ. TAC deploys, same thing, 3 shots. Barriers, then again, I don't really like to bother with the barrier. I just like to disrupt it. But I guess another reason why people use it is maximize bullet penetration through walls and objects. Doesn't do much. Remember the power of Black Ops 2 FMJ? This is not even half that. FMJ 2 isn't even half that. So if you look back at my last video, there's a kind of point that I made that you're wasting 2 attachment slots that you can use on other things. Like, why rock FMJ by itself to begin with? You don't even need to rock FMJ. When I could rock Sight Loader, I can rock High Caliber and High Caliber 2. And then I could also rock Stabilizer. And then I can rock a secondary as a rocket launcher to take away score streaks, which is the whole point of it. And I can focus my sniper on purely aiming. So why rock FMJ 1 and 2 when you have anything that does it, and the armor isn't strong enough to really require FMJ to kill it when it takes 1 or 2 shots to down? And then, like, this, I'm talking about like an SMG, like minimal damage, fast fire. It takes the shield off in about 1 to 2 hits. In a sniper rifle, boy, you will get deleted, armor or not. High Caliber does more of a job. High Caliber 2 does more of a job against armor, especially against Crash's armor, than FMJ 1 and 2. FMJ 1 and 2 can't pierce Crash's armor. So why use that when you can use High Caliber 1 and 2 on the Paladin, or even use High Caliber 1 on the Koshka, and still one-shot him? There's no point, right? There's absolutely no point at all whatsoever when using to use FMJ 1 and 2, when there's so many other things in the game that have more of a purpose and have a bigger, more diversity in their loadout than an attachment overall. That's just me, and that's my opinion. If you want to state your opinion on why using FMJ, go ahead. I don't see a lot of people rock FMJ. I did used to rock FMJ 1 on my Augur DMR, and I used to get a lot of wall bangs with it, and it was a very solid build, but I got to admit, it was a pain. It was a pain to rock. It was very hard to wall bang and predict the enemy movement, and if you're using it on a sniper, it's even harder to do that. On assault rifles, maybe, but overall, that's my opinion on FMJ 1 and 2. I also did a little explaining. This is for all them Christmas noobs out there at the beginning of this video. I will come out with a video one day talking about loading out what kind of attachments to use for gold. We will start the first episode off today with the first gun I ever golded, which was the Augur DMR. So if you want to watch that. But right now, we're over here. We're going to end the video. Hopefully you guys like. Please leave a like, possibly subscribe. It would make my day. Leave your opinion in the comments. And I hope you enjoy the new mic quality, if it even sounds different. Peace.